Prime Minister inaugurates iconic stations in Cox's Bazar. Awami League creates, BNP destroys, commends Premier. Gashel Potash Urea Fertilizer Factory in Norshindi will be inaugurated tomorrow. Employment will be created for around 30,000 people. India clarifies its stance to US regarding Bangladesh elections. Democratic process highly emphasized by the Indian Foreign Secretary. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to MyTV English News. I'm Ashikuzaman with you in the newsroom today. You're watching the headlines. Now, the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurated the Dohajari-Cox's Bazar rail line and Cox's Bazar iconic railway station. In the inauguration ceremony, the Prime Minister said that she is not willing to hand over the country's wealth to anyone to come to power. The head of government also commented that those who set fire to railways and buses and burn people to death are not only dark in their eyes but also in their minds. She also commented that Awami League creates and BNP destroys everything. The first rail link to Bangladesh's southeast coast, Cox's Bazar, will help usher a new age of trade and connectivity for the region. The railway line, constructed at a cost of Taka 18,034 crore, will transform the economic landscape of the region, bringing radical changes to the business, industry and tourism sector. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is scheduled to inaugurate the country's largest Gashel Potash Urea Fertilizer factory in Norshindi tomorrow. Through the inauguration of the factory, about 30,000 people will be employed besides meeting the shortage of fertilizer in the country. The Gashel fertilizer plant, which will be the new biggest urea producer, was constructed in Polash Upazila of Norshindi for Taka 15,500 crore to boost local urea production and reduce import dependency on costs. Of the total project cost, Taka 10,920 crore is foreign debt, which will be repaid for 10 years. Due to ongoing gas crisis in Bangladesh, the government was forced to shut down the Jamuna Fertilizer Company Limited in September to supply gas to the Gashel Potash Urea refinery for its initial operations. The Gashel plant requires 72 million cubic feet of gas per day to operate at full capacity. India has made its position clear in front of the United States regarding the Bangladesh election. Indian Foreign Secretary Vinay Khurtua said Bangladesh was discussed in detail in 2+2 meeting of foreign and defense ministers between India and the US on Friday. He said that India respects the democratic process of Bangladesh. The issue of supporting Bangladesh as a peaceful state was also highlighted in the meeting. Earlier, US announced their visa policy a few days ago. In this situation, India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar and Defense Minister Rajnath Singh held a 2+2 meeting with US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Minister Austin in Delhi on Friday. As the scheduled announcement time approaches, the Election Commission is not lagging behind in the preparations. In the meantime, the Commission has also held meetings with law and order forces and various societies to make the 12th national parliamentary elections conflict-free and public supportable. Not only that, because there is no constitutional obligation, the EC has already started sending polling instructions, including ballot boxes, to the respective election offices of the parliamentary constituencies. Besides, Committee Chairman Ashok Kumar Debnath, Additional Secretary of the Election Commission, has also been asked to submit the report of the formation of 10-member committee on private election results and service centers. Now it's just a matter of time that how the current commission is going to complete the upcoming 12th national parliamentary election. The chairman of organization Sheikh Fazle Shams Parosh said that the leaders and activists of the Jubo League are working unitedly with the vow of service and cooperation to the people. He made this promise after offering flowers at Dhanmondi number 32 and Bonani Greybeard on the occasion of Jubo League's 51st founding anniversary in the morning. Sheikh Parosh also said that Jubo League will be on field against all anarchy. Factory authorities have announced indefinite closure of 11 factories due to garment workers' protest and factory vandalism in Ashulia. Meanwhile, additional police are deployed in front of the factories and in the area to avoid any untoward incident. At around 8 a.m. in Jamgora, Choitola, Beron and Narsingpur areas of Ashulia, notices of indefinite closure were seen in front of the factories. Meanwhile, some workers came to join the work in front of the gate of the many factories and turned back after seeing the closure notice. And the headlines once again. Prime Minister inaugurates iconic stations in Cox's Bazar. Awami League creates and BNP destroys, comments Prime Minister. Gashel Polash Urea Fertilizer Factory in Narshindi will be inaugurated tomorrow. Employment will be created for around 30,000 people. India clarifies its stance to US regarding Bangladesh elections. Democratic process highly emphasized by the Indian Foreign Secretary. French President urges Israel to stop bombing on civilians. Palestinian death toll exceeds 11,000. Australia is taking on Bangladesh in the 43rd match of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. That's all for now. To watch our news online, please visit YouTube/mytv news. To watch our old program, go through YouTube/mytv Bangla. Our next news bulletin will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.